what kind of genres? How do I pronounce it?
Um, so it is a French word, and that is why you pronounce it genre. Genre.
Genre. Uh, so
So
it's
okay,
hard.
can we stop for for a minute?
Yeah.
Like you see that I've shared the screen. You see my screen?
No, I
Because
don't.
I pressed to I wanted to record like a piece of our conversation
Mhm,
in order to make the analysis of your pronunciation for the next time. So I clicked that, but it shows that I'm sharing the screen and not recording. But anyways, like
mhm.
I just wanted to ask you if you see anything. So it shows that I'm recording. Good. Okay. So I will just record a piece of your speech, okay, and analyze it for the next time. So you
No,
can
no
continue. So
problem.
about genres.
Yes. So I was saying that it's hard to me to tell what genre I like the most, because I watched a lot of different TV series.
Mhm.
So what's what's the what I don't like boring TV series. So I usually just check internet and different kind of rankings to
Okay.
find popular TV series, and then I start watching them.
Okay. Uh-huh. So you're usually oriented to how do people estimate different movies?
Yes, because usually when something is popular, it's quite interesting. So I like uh, I like watching, or how to say it. I was watching, for example, Game of Thrones,
Mhm.
and it
Okay.
was interesting. Uh, I'm not talking about two last seasons because they were terrible. I liked Money Heist. It's Spanish TV series, and it was also quite popular. Uh, but
Punished, you mean they are restricted in some countries or when you
yes,
say
I mean it was Spanish. It was recorded in Spain with
Spanish, okay, because
Spanish,
yeah, because I
Spanish,
Spanish. Like they punish something those series. Okay. Spanish TV series.
Spanish TV series, and it was also quite interesting. What else? I I've watched a lot of them, and because of it, I don't remember most of them.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, okay. And in your opinion, like when you watch something, like watching is basically a passive like activity, if we can call it. So do you feel so when you watch something, do you feel you are developing, let's say? So for example, how do you choose a movie, and how do you know whether that particular movie um, develops you, like influences your feelings, for example, and your brain? And how do you know if that is a bad movie, and it does it is not going to make you better, for example?
To tell you the truth, I treat TV series as something that is allowing me to stop thinking.
I see.
It's only for entertainment
Hmm.
purposes. So I don't treat TV series like a way to improve myself. Sometimes I can watch stupid movies that they are they not require you to think. They don't have any meaning. For example, a few weeks ago, I was watching movie called, I think, Nobody, and it was like typical movie for men, where there was a lot of fighting, like Johnny Wick.
Mm.
It's just for entertaining purposes, mm, because I I work a lot. I spend a lot of time watching different kind of online courses. I also read a lot of book. Maybe not now, but sometimes I read books. So when I have a free time, and when I don't spend it exercising, I just want to have fun. So I'm not. I know that there are people who watch very ambitious movies.
Ambitious. Oh, mm,
Uh,
like so. For example, if
not
uh
because in Poland we sometimes we describe movies as ambitious, which mean there are like they have meaning and etc. Yeah,
meaningful, maybe.
meaningful, not not for masses, but for more
Exactly. Okay.
aware viewers, let's say. And that's why I called them ambitious movies, but I think that it's not.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if talking about the movies, like you call that the movies for men, for typical men, when there are just scenes with fightings, and I used to, not I used to, but I noticed that like all of the men that I know, they are watching those kinds of movies, like when there is just screams, when there is like when there are just people screaming.
Rambo, Terminator, etc., etc.
Exactly. Yeah, like maybe some armies, for example, some wars, and so on and so forth. And sometimes when I watch this, I'm getting and not okay, not MS, but maybe angry because um, I do not know how do they do this, because when they do this, I feel like your brain is switched off. And I'm like, why are you watching this? Because when I used to when I would watch it, I would be angry with myself that I watched that, and I would make myself stop doing that. But anyways, they prefer those kinds of movies, and they always reply that they uh, that is the way they relax.
Yes, it's not like I often watch those kind of movies because usually the storytelling in those kind of movies is not very good
Mhm.
because we have very simple story there, like they killed my wife and now I have to kill all of them, or they killed my dog and now I have to kill all of them. Uh,
All they
uh,
killed nobody, but I kill have to kill.
yes, so it's not very meaningful. Uh, So I sometimes watch those kind of movies. Uh, what I like is being entertained, and I like stories that have cliffhangers, that you
Cliffhangers, you said? And what is that?
cliffhangers when TV series have episodes, right?
Mm.
And very often uh, episode is ending uh, in is ending when, for example, the main character is in danger, or when something bad is about to happen, and then the episode
Is cut.
uh, is cut, and you're in suspense. You're wondering
Uh-huh.
what's going to happen next, and the
I see.
only way to know that is to watch
Another
another,
three series.
yeah, another episode.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I like interesting storytelling when there are when there there are happening things that I don't expect, and where characters are interesting, and I how to say it, and when I feel connection to given character,
Mm, when
because
you mean when you are associating
as
them with something or someone?
yes, for we could say that.
Or if you have something similar with that.
Yeah, for
Mm,
yes.
okay.
When I'm invested in this character because I like him or her, and for example, like in Game of Thrones, I liked someone and I didn't want them to die,
Mm.
but they were killed, and I was like,
An interesting fact is, like, I know that there are a few people who haven't watched Game of Thrones. It is supposed to be like the most popular movie, maybe, but I haven't watched that. And usually, when I tell people that I didn't, they are getting surprised. But I maybe this is not a kind of movie that I like. So I do not usually watch series. When I watch something, I watch movies. And
mhm,
as you said, like people in Poland, they prefer meaningful movies. with me is the same. When I choose something, I watch some thrillers, we call that, and I try to choose out of them. So I base what I prefer is that I prefer some adventurous movies. For example,
Mhm.
um, okay, I forgot how was that movie called. Recently, I watched that. It was about storm. Like people, it was based on a real story.
Mhm.
Um, and in that movie, the person he was, so they are sailors, and they were rescuing a big ship,
Mhm.
which was broken into pieces. Like half of that ship was sick, and the next one was trying to get any to be rescued, so to
Mhm.
say. So that is the movie which I've watched recently and which I liked.
Mhm.
And another movie was about earthquake. So again, as you see, I like moving and something thrilling. Was about earthquake, again based on the real story about the earthquake in Armenia, happened or taking place in one in 1988, when
Mhm.
the whole city was destroyed.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do not prefer some dramas or some soap operas, as we call them, as people usually
Mhm.
call them, where I'm just crying and that's it. But I prefer something emotional and about real people and like some real stories. So that is.
Okay, so I have a question. Have you watched a TV series made by HBO about Chernobyl?
But HBO, no. But I watched a lot of oh, okay, not a lot of. I'm lying, but maybe some documentaries about Chernobyl, we say in Ukrainian.
Mhm.
Um, I do not remember who. Recently, I had the person. Maybe it was you. You also told me about Chernobyl. You asked me about
No,
that. No, so it was
it
somebody.
was no, I wasn't
Okay, yeah,
asking
because I
about
had
it.
the person who also asked me the same question. Okay,
Yeah,
and did you like that?
it was interesting, but I heard or read that people in, but I don't know if people in Russia or in Ukraine didn't like it because it was not exactly truthful. So that's why I asked you if you watched it. For me, it was uh, interesting, and there were a lot of drama. It was scary,
Hmm.
I would say.
And how many episodes does those
Uh,
does they have? Like,
it's short TV series because it's only have like a few episodes. I maybe six or seven, so you can watch it during a weekend.
mm-hmm. Even if I watch it, I think that I won't be able to answer whether it was like that or no,
Hmm.
because to to reassure myself, I have to ask the real eyewitnesses, so to say,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
if you know, it hasn't. It hasn't happened so much time ago, and that is why there are still maybe some acquaintances uh, of mine who has witnessed that That's not story, maybe that situation,
Mhm.
the tragedy. It would be better to say. Yeah. Even I have not okay. He is not my uncle, but okay. Let us say that he is my uncle, but he was one of the people who take part in rescuing people who surrendered
Mhm.
in Chernobyl. And
Nice.
yeah, I know that they influenced that tragedy influenced a lot their health, and some of them they had cancer. And that man,
Yes.
he also had cancer, and we call this leukemia. Let me just check it.
Yes. In
Okay, you know what
Poland,
it means. This is the
uh,
disease of blood.
blood. Yeah.
And I will just check them. Yeah, I do not know how he got better, and how his health got better. But yeah, he was there, and he was the real witness there. Yeah,
Nice.
and each year, I it's a shame, but I don't remember the date and the month. We commemorate the day of that tragedy in Ukraine. So yeah, that's it. Okay. And maybe there was okay, let me just ask you. So last time I wanted to ask you like your about your work. So you said that you are working on your own, and you're your own boss. And do you have your profile somewhere on the internet, or maybe you have your own website, and you pass some advertisement? And how do people get to know about you?
Right now I have so right now I'm not advertising because I have a group of clients that I've been working with for some time. So I'm doing advertising, sales funnels for them, but I'm currently working on mine own online course, and I have right now my own e-learning platform. I'm preparing my website. I used to have a fan page when I was acquiring customers some times ago, and I and the plan is that when I finish my online course, uh, I will get back to conducting uh, online webinars. I will get back to publishing free content in the internet, uh,
On the
on
internet.
the internet. But right now, I would say that I was acquiring clients for my services more or organically, which means that uh, one client tell some friend about me, and etc etc.
Hmm. So, but what was the initial web page that you posted your profile on, and people started to refer to you? So, and how much time
I
passed
uh,
after that time?
I had it was some time ago, uh, like a few years. I I didn't have like a whole website, but what I had was a website about my webinar. People could sign up for it,
I see.
and then they were able to attend my webinar, get to know me, because for an hour and a half I was talking about what can I do, or how nowadays you can acquire customers for your services, or uh, seminars or online courses and those kind of things.
So you were talking yourself on that web page.
Uh, no, there they were being invited on, let's call, online seminar. So I conducted a few of them, and it was like,
So you were given a lecture,
yes, online
presenting
lecture.
something.
Yes, so I was giving them valuable informations, and at the end I was telling them about my services. So I was telling them what they can do to increase revenue, how they can use Facebook, how they can use sales funnels. So I was giving them like overview of different kind of strategies. Uh, let's call them that way. So when the webinar was ending, they were having like a map of what to do, or how they can try to achieve their goals. And at the end I was saying that if they needed help with that, I can help them implement that. And if they want to, they can schedule a call with me, and we will talk about, uh, we will talk if I can
Do
really
You
help
can
them.
discuss their
We
needs
talk
if
exactly.
they need. If they need, I will. You said so. This is the first conditional. So you
Yeah.
said if they need it, I will help them. So in the first conditional, you have simple
Hmm.
and like present simple, and in the second part, future simple. If they need, I will.
Okay. So I was telling them if they need help with that, I will help them.
But if you say if they need it,
Hmm.
if they need that, that would be a different conditional.
Oh, I understand.
If they need it, I would. In this case, you
Oh,
say would. I would, for example, prepare information for them. But in your case, the second conditional does not make sense. The first one
hmm,
is right. If they need, I will, because this is
yeah.
the fact. Like,
Hmm.
okay. Um, hmm.
So that's how it started. Yeah, but I did it after I was having success with my first client,
I see.
and I acquired first client quite easily because she was my father new wife.
I see. Um,
Yeah.
so, and you said that you are now working on your own website. Are you going to
Yes.
use that website to advertise yourself?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would. I will. I wouldn't. Yeah, we can call it a website. What I'm currently working on is my own sales funnel, which is different. Not one website, but few website. Yeah, but let's call it a website. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and I will advertise it, and I will do it quite heavily or intensively.
Fundamentally, or
What I mean that I'm going to spend a lot of money on it.
mm-hmm. And so the place where you are going to advertise your website would be social networking sites like Facebook. Um, yep.
I will be putting advertising on Facebook, but then when people will click on this ad, they will be taken to a website where they will be able to sign up for webinar. So
So it
that
would be your webinar.
exactly, yes.
Uh-huh. So
And
you're having a plan, like how to get. You're actually building your business.
yes,
Mhm. Okay.
so the plan is that I will conduct this webinar a few times, and then I will automate it. So instead of conducting it live, people will sign up to watch retransmission.
Mm.
Uh, because it is something that I'm currently doing for my clients, and it allows you to have not passive income, but almost like passive income, because you don't have to conduct those webinars over and over and over
So you
again.
will record and you will in
Yep.
online uh, just show the recording.
Yes, but people will know that it's recording, but with useful information, and at the end they will uh, have a option to buy my online course.
Mhm. So basically, you're working for the people, like your webinar works for the people who want to get to know something about online advertisement.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And what I'm planning to do is not because in my, let's call it, niche, in marketing there are a lot of scammers. I don't know how it is in Ukraine, but in Poland There are people who promise other people to get rich quick,
Mm.
that you can have your own online business within 30 days and be free without boss, etc., and etc.
But if to tell the truth, how much time does it take you, or would
A
it take you
lot.
to first build the website, then to advertise, then to
it's
record
not it's not
videos?
it's not yeah, so that's why it's a bullshit.
Mm.
uh, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to advertise my webinars to beginners or people who want to start their own business, because I want to advertise it to real experts, people who have certain skills, who can really help other people, and who have existing businesses.
Mhm.
And I want to show them how it the truth, how it looks in reality, because the truth is that advertising, sales funnels can give you a leverage, can help you acquire more customers, uh, can help you they can what I'm trying to say that because of it they can have more free time,
Mm.
because they don't have to do some activities over and over again. But it takes time, it takes effort, and you need to develop certain skills and spend some time to acquire or gain some kind of knowledge.
Mm. And one more thing. So I know that there is such a site, or maybe this is the ground on which the sites are built. I do not know does what it actually is, like the WordPress. Have you heard
Yes.
about that? So is this an already existing web page on which people like create their websites, or like what is it? And the website which you are creating is the same, or it is again, or it is a separate programmed stuff.
Okay, so let's say that WordPress allows you to create simple websites or blogs. But what can you do is you can install on WordPress or in a WordPress different kind of plugins, or let's call them tools, at additional programs that allows you to do more advanced
Mhm.
things, more advanced website, and etc., etc. So when I'm creating website, when I'm creating sales funnels, I'm using WordPress, but I'm using it with different kind of additional tools that you need to pay for.
Mhm.
So that's how I would describe it.
So, but your website is also built on WordPress.
Yes, we can say that.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But so. So you're not programming actually. So you're work because I know that there are programmers who
Hmm.
build like
Website like using codes.
yes, you're not doing that.
No, because nowadays it's not necessary.
Mm.
There are tools that allow you to build website uh, using function like the drag and drop. So you have a menu with different kind of
Menu. Menu.
menu menu with different kinds of elements that you can use. So you can start with, let's say, blank page, and what you are doing is putting
Choosing
se-
photographs, making posts on there.
yes, selecting different elements that you want to have on your site.
So it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I had I created, if I can, I do not know whether, what should I do with WordPress? I create a website on it, right?
Hmm.
So I
Yes.
created my profile there, and I was posting like some articles, and the
Hmm.
articles they were related to health, to like a healthy lifestyle, and so on and so forth. But after the free period passed, and they
Hmm.
asked me that I had to pay for it, I was like,
Hmm.
I'm not going to do this next. So I was, uh, I do not know why I did that, but so the thing was that there was the time when I first started to write in English, and I was
Hmm.
working for a website which asked me to write articles, and they paid me, and I was like, why should this is the time when I can just try myself writing, and I created that page like a small a small
Blog.
blog, if I can call
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I posted the articles there, and I do
So you also have some kind of experience with
a little experience. Yeah, but that took me a lot of time and a lot of nerve cells.
frustrations. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
and I
So.
was not advertising because I didn't want to spend money, and I actually didn't have that goal to go wider and to
Hmm.
spread that. Yeah, but I also have a small experience. uh, to be honest, I do not that much remember how it functions, because I perhaps I was using, yeah, I remember I was using YouTube videos, like
Tutorials.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like instructions, and I was following them and I'm doing everything that they told me. Okay.
Yeah. But you was able to create simple website.
Yeah, if and I'm not even sure whether that website now exists, because like 2 years passed after they asked me to pay for
It,
it, and
it
maybe it is
so
automatically deleted.
yeah, probably.
uh, yeah.
Okay, so I see that our lesson is ending. So, thank you, Zoya, for today conversation, and we will be in touch
So the next lesson
next.
will be next week, right? Okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay, so get better and see.
Thank you very much. So.
Thank you. Yeah, good.